Sometimes you're just too busy to go to the clinic for a checkup. Or sometimes you spend hours in traffic just to get to the hospital, only to find out that you spend more hours waiting in a hospital queue. But what if there was an app that allowed you to bring the best medical practitioners to treat you at the comfort of your own home? I'm RJ Ledesma, and tonight's bright idea is AIDE, your anytime, anywhere medical care. When you rush to a hospital for serious medical attention, the last thing you want is a long queue. Find out how an app cuts the waiting time and even takes out the need to go to the hospital. I'm with Patrick and Pam Bugayong, 2 out of a 3-sibling team which currently runs AIDE. Now, if familiarity breeds contempt, this organization must be pretty contemptuous, huh? I see, huh?
Yeah.
But you guys all left your day jobs, I guess,
That's
to
right.
come and join over here and put together AIDE.
That's
So,
right.
in a simple, very simple sentence, what's AIDE all about?
AIDE is the first home service medical care app in the Philippines. So with just a click on your phone, the AIDE app connects the patient to the right medical professional, whether it be a doctor, a nurse, a caregiver, a physical therapist, or even for animal care, we have them.
Oh wow, okay. My question here is, how do you guys, when you put this together, it sounds like it's the Uber for medical professionals,
Yes,
and
you
connecting
can say
two
that.
people together. How did you guys think about putting this app in the first place? I'm sure there was some sort of irritation that happened to you guys that you said, why wasn't there an app like this, right?
Yeah, it began really with our grandma.
Okay.
After a procedure that she had, she needed a nurse.
Okay.
And we couldn't find one right away.
So it was a very emergency need type of
right.
thing. Okay.
And so that was one. Another is I used to be employed. So as a working mom, I found it really very difficult to bring my kids, even myself, to the hospital because of responsibilities at work, at home. So one lunch, Sunday lunch family get-together, we were discussing all these problems, like how getting medical care right now has become such a hassle.
Okay.
So we thought of combining business, technology, medicine into one, and we came up with AIDE.
As the saying goes, siblings are often partners in crime. With AIDE, these ates and kuyas not just found fun things to do, but they actually built something out of a bright idea.
It came from the paper and to the app development. We had to gather talent from the Philippines, and then we outsourced it to talented young app developers. And after that, we built an in-house development team with me as the tech supervisor. But we have good consultants with us, good gurus who are experts in their field that are with us all the way. So from the start to today, we still consult with them.
Very interesting journey because you guys really came up with the idea, of course over need, but over Sunday lunch. But then tell me a bit more about the journey as to, okay, you guys were working for your companies, you quit your day jobs, you came over here, you pulled the money out of your own pockets to fund this one. Tell me a bit more about that journey.
I think we had to believe in it first. We sat down, we said this is a great idea, new idea, it's a novel idea. And we saw the need in the Philippines. We also saw the need for the medical professionals in the Philippines to get more jobs. So we said, let's talk about this, we'll think about it, and then if we agree, let's just quit and let's focus on this. I was the one who helped design it, so I thought of how the patient might wanna, the user experience. So from the app, from the paper, we called on the young developers to come with us, and then they told us that we can do this. So the app was developed from there. We designed it together. We started with doctors first, then we placed in nurses and PTs, and then we had what we called like we tested the waters a little. So we surveys, we contacted different people, around 100 different people, to see if they really needed this app before we launched it. And then the survey came back and they really wanted also an inclusion of animal care.
Okay.
So that's when we said, okay, we have to put in animal care. And then they wanted labs in it, so we had to put in labs. So from the first month to October, we kept adding on. We kept from the doctor to the nurse to the PT to the vet and then to the lab. And then on October, we launched it on Android.
Okay, so when you finally launched it on Android, how was that tech the first time that you finally put it online?
It was watching it grow very slowly. It was like one download and yeah, we got a download, we got to sign up, and it took like a month for it for traction to begin.
And how did you get the traction going? Was it word of mouth? Did you call people to go over there? Did you have anybody doing marketing for you guys?
Well, for the users, it was mostly online marketing.
Shared also on Facebook, on Instagram, and then for medical professionals, we had to go to the clinics and the hospitals and say, hey, there's an app like this.
Okay.
Sign up with us. And
Parang medrep kayo, but
Yeah.
what's going on?
And then I remember the first time, it was the three siblings, we would go to Mac's restaurant and announce it on Facebook that AIDE is here in Mac's. If you're a medical professional who wants to join, just come meet us in Mac's, have a free lunch on us, and then sign up with us.
Okay.
So our first time we did that, we spent a whole day in this restaurant, and only 2 people came. Then the next day, the 2 people started talking to their friends. The next day, we waited again, 8 people came. And then the next session, 10 people came, until suddenly 30, 50 people were coming. And then we said, okay, we're getting traction on the medical professional side. From the medical professional side, we have around almost 3,000.
Doctors?
All
Mixed.
medical professionals.
All medical professionals.
For doctors, we're around 700.
I see. So all those from the doctors, nurses, therapists, up to your veterinarians,
Yes,
3,000.
Yeah.
And since that time, how many patients have you served since October?
Patients, users, we have around 20,000
We have around 20.
users
20,000 users since you started in October?
signed up
Signed up.
In the app. On a weekly basis, we get around 50 to 70 requests already.
Requests.
So that's around 10 to 15, if I'm not mistaken, on a daily basis.
On a daily basis get actually served.
Yes, booking.
For future reference, I'd really like to find out how AIDE works for me and for my kids and hopefully for my future dog. Let's find that out right after the break.